What's up, everybody? Sorry that I am late. Oh, Jesus. Char said he'll be here in a few minutes. Hey, Sam. Hey, Q. Yes, sir. All right, you say he'll be here in a few. Hey, Alonzo. Dope interview we did earlier. Okay. Thesis. PS4. I'm doing pretty good. Just trying to relax. How about yourself, Q? I got some dope topics. I'm gonna let you know throughout the week too. How would I be able to give wrenches? I'm not. I'm gonna look up and I got you guys because since you guys have been one of my consistent followers, I'll give Sam and Ronnie the wrenches. Shout out to Ashley, by the way. Um, to be quite honest, the only album I listened to today was the Ride the Lightning album. I'm gonna let you know right now. This Friday, a lot of my favorite rappers dropping some shit like Tyler the Creator, Ski Mask is dropping some shit, Isaiah Rashad. So I really cannot wait for that. What's good, Ray Sean? How you doing? I'm gonna check out your videos too. Oh yeah, Frank Sinatra over Elvis. Acting wise and music wise. That's what he says. Thank you. Oh wow, Frank Sinatra hated Trump. I'm not surprised. Good question. Jeffrey Osborne or Teddy Pendergrass? I'm gonna have to go with Teddy. But Jeffrey Osborne does not get his proper due, in my opinion. Can you woo woo woo? Can you woo woo woo? Can you woo woo woo? Should be mine. That's my shit. To this day, I still don't know what woo 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 means. To this day. Can you woo woo woo? Can you woo?
No, we got your ass.
Should be mine. You should be mine. So now I have to play that song right now. Fuck. Can you woo woo woo? Can you woo woo woo? Can you woo woo woo? She didn't say. Sam, I love Sammy Davis Jr. In my opinion, him and Nat King Cole were like the first black superstars, in my personal opinion. I'm gonna have to go with Tony, Tony, Tony. You should be mine. Oh yeah, Dean Martin, Tony Bennett. Definitely love Tony Bennett too. Oh, Luther Vandross over Kirk Franklin all day. That's not even a fair comparison because Kirk does gospel. En Vogue versus SWV. Oh, SWV. However, if it was just the dawn era of En Vogue, then I'll maybe have to put En Vogue. Can you woo woo woo? Should be mine. That's what's up. So I have to ask you a very important question. Can you woo woo woo? Barry White. You woo woo woo. Frank Sinatra. I definitely want to talk about the Quincy Jones album one day. I'm gonna have to go with Erica. I don't know. Rick James or George Clinton? George Clinton. By the way, shout out to George Clinton because he's actually gonna get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and stuff like that too. Better lyricist Mike Geronimo and Mr. Cheeks. I might have to go with Mike, believe it or not. And the nigga's gonna sing all across the studio. High Five versus Soul for Real. Um, Very dope question because both. Maybe High Five because I really only like Soul for Real's first album. really only, but Escape or TLC. Oh, TLC. Yeah, Marvin really wanted to be a jazz singer too. He was influenced by Nat King Cole. He was influenced by Frank. Yeah, man. TC. Hey, TC. I never actually listened to Nancy Sinatra like that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yeah. Once Isley Brothers or Parliament? Um, wow, I'm gonna have to go with Parliament. Believe it or not, better producer George Clinton or Roger Troutman? Oh, George all the way. Blackstreet or Guy? Ooh, ooh. Either or. Teddy Riley wins either or. So both had two classic albums. Both had personnel changes. I'm gonna have to go with Guy because they had better showmanship. The Barge versus the Deal. Oh, the Barge, but the Deal is very underrated. Stevie Wonder versus Luther Vandross. Stevie. Favorite song from Mariah Carey's second album. It's been years since I've heard Emotions in full, so I can't really answer that question. I know Can't Let Go was on that album. I love the title track. That was like her Motown-ish album. I'm gonna be real with y'all on that. I need to re-listen to that album. By the way, since Ride the Lightning is a short album, I was planning on showing the next part of my vinyl collection and shit. So yeah, Frank Sinatra or Bing Crosby. I'm gonna go with Frank because I never really got into Bing like that. Yeah, he was a dope singer. I liked some of his stuff, but I'm not like a diehard Bing Crosby fan and shit. You know. However, I do like that duet he did with David Bowie, Little Drummer Boy, in his last Christmas special. That was an iconic duet in my personal opinion. Um, yeah. Okay. Could you be the most beautiful girl in the world? But since you guys are here, can y'all name me some artists I've not reviewed yet that y'all want me to review? Because I don't know. Lately, I just been in like a creative. I'm not gonna say a creative slump finding reviews, but I just feel like personally, I reviewed a lot of people. I reviewed everything. Well, not everything, but certain things I reviewed. But if there's an artist y'all want me to talk about, I have not talked about. Yes, Ja Rule is coming next month, so let's hope for that. There he is, the man of the hour.
Yo, yo.
So I like how I feel that sparked this up. You came all of a sudden. What's
You
up?
know how I do, man. You know how I do. My bad. I
Yeah.
was doing an IG live show,
Oh no, you good.
just talking about
Good.
like underground West Coast artists. So you know what I
You are
mean.
good. We were just talking about Frank Sinatra and all that shit.
Oh, that's what's up.
Ray Sean said Pointer Sisters. Pointer Sisters, okay, I can definitely
Pointer
look into
Sisters.
their
I got
music.
I got a Pointer Sisters album. Uh, forgot the name of it.
Yeah, before we start, I'm trying to see artists that we have not reviewed yet that people want us to talk about.
Hopefully, good artists, please. Not
Yeah.
Tupac. I'm not doing no Tupac stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Tupac
no Pac.
reviews. We
No, go
reviewed
somewhere else
everything.
for Pac. No Pac.
Yeah.
Give
I've
us
even
a
talked about. Are you still down? Yeah, yeah,
man. We already did that.
yeah, Ronnie. I love Black Sabbath. I have the Master of Puppets album. I was going to review more of that album, but I need some more of the albums from them. Let me get at least three more albums from them. Then I can start on Black Sabbath, but only the Ozzy and the Dio era. Well, not even all of the Ozzy era. Excuse me. Samson, no more Tupac. Yeah,
Yes, no, no. I mean, there's nothing more to talk about with Pac. He's a legend. Hall of Famer. Let
Yeah.
him rest in peace. You
I
know.
was thinking about doing a top five Jay-Z pre-Reasonable Doubt songs
Oh,
one day.
pre
Yeah.
Reasonable Doubt. So this is like I can't get with that. My
89
lifetime.
to 89 to 95. Yep.
Well, how many? How much? I don't know too many songs from him before Reasonable Doubt though.
I
You mean
mean,
like the demo stuff?
yeah, like demo stuff,
Oh,
the original flavor, all that shit. Hawaiian Sophie.
Hawaiian Soul. You see, and I didn't know who he was back then. I came in on '93 when he did "Can I Get Open" with original flavor.
We can put that there too.
You know what I mean? So I didn't know Hawaiian Sophie back then.
Yeah, because the anniversary for Reasonable Doubt
It's this week.
this week.
I was supposed to do a group discussion on that, and I said I turned it down because I didn't want to talk about Jay Z either. But you know, I guess they assume because I'm from Brooklyn, I'm supposed to talk about Jay Z all the time. So I'm like, no.
Let me see how I'm feeling this week because I might
Right,
just pre-record that solo. I'm like,
right. I mean, we could do it. Like they wanted to talk about the whole album. I'm like, Reasonable Doubt is good. I don't think it's some groundbreaking album though. What's so groundbreaking about it?
the lyricism, in my personal opinion, the
I mean, if
lyricism.
we're talking about mafioso albums, then it's one of the best mafioso albums. Groundbreaking, I never felt like I think Illmatic is more groundbreaking than Reasonable Doubt.
Of course,
You know what I'm saying? But I don't. It's a dope. I see, and the thing is, Jay Z, his first two albums, people slept on those. Reasonable Doubt was dope, but nobody was calling it a classic in '96. When Volume One came out, it was dope. Everybody had their issues with the Sunshine video. It was still a solid album. He didn't get popular until Volume Two, when Hard Knock Life Anthem came out. That's what made him a household name. You know what I'm saying? So people forget like the first two albums, they wasn't calling it classic back then.
exactly. It took Reasonable Doubt like 10 years for it to be recognized as a
Right,
classic.
exactly. Just like Illmatic. Illmatic didn't sell out the gate. It was a great album, but it wasn't selling. That's what made Nas switch up his style for It Was Written.
But see, to me, the difference between Illmatic and Reasonable Doubt, from what I looked up, with Illmatic being like the Five Mike album,
Mm-hmm.
his dad getting the more notoriety, and people looked at Nas like the second coming of Rakim. Reasonable Doubt was his like Jay's lowest selling album.
Right,
Yeah, and Rockefeller, when Rockefeller hooked up with Def Jam, that's when they really got that push.
right, exactly. Because he was on priority when Reasonable Doubt came out.
Yeah,
They did what Master P was doing. They were selling tapes out of the trunk of their car. They
exactly.
were independent label, and they had so much buzz in the streets that Def Jam came to them. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't a huge Jay Z fan when Reasonable Doubt came out. Like it was, to me, it was more about Illmatic at that time. But like it was a solid album. I never bought it. I still don't have it in my collection. But I don't think it's a groundbreaking album. When people say it's so, I'm like, what's so groundbreaking about it?
Mm.
You disagree? You feel like it's a groundbreaking album?
Personally, I feel it's groundbreaking. I feel like it's kind of groundbreaking in my personal opinion.
For his lyrics?
Not just for his lyrics, it was just like more of like the style. It was more like how he presented himself in a weird way. And it was just how can I put this? How can I put this? I
What?
personally feel like with that album, he introduced a new way of drug talk with that album because
Okay.
the way how he like politics as usual is a perfect
Right. That was
example.
dope. Yes.
Yeah. Um he was able to gravitate to the mass appeal, but at the same time he was talking about that drug talk. And I feel like people like 50, and of course with the hell, I would even say Dipset too,
Right.
followed that to the core. Even Chris Rock said that a lot of people try to copy that album to this
Right.
day.
If what I mean, if it was so groundbreaking, why didn't it sell when it came out?
Not a
So
lot of
'96,
groundbreaking shit
I
sells.
mean, '96 was a great year in hip hop. That's one of the best years in hip hop. A lot of classics came out. Fuji's The Score and All Eyes on Me. It was written. Mad Skills from Where. Iron Man. A lot of classics came out that year. 18 Aliens. But my whole thing is, I felt like it was a solid album. But again, like even for New York, we didn't jump on it when it first came out. We knew it was a dope album. Dead Presidents was a big single. Can't Knock the Hustle. but we wasn't calling it a classic in '96. This album took time to be called a classic later on.
Wiz Khalifa's gonna portray George Clinton?
Why?
Oh God.
I can't see Wiz Khalifa as Bill Clinton. That's maybe when he was young. I guess
No.
definitely not now.
If it was
Um,
Bootsy, I can maybe see, but
but
nah.
yeah, Bootsy I can see. I can see him playing Bootsy, not George. But what I was saying is like this album took years for it to become a classic. Like this is what I've been saying. Classics are not born overnight. It takes years to become a classic. This album took years for it to become a classic. You know what I'm saying? Back then, it was a solid album. We knew who Jay Z was within the hip hop community, but he didn't get mainstream success until his third album. Volume 1, they totally slept on that, and that's a solid album as well. We need to be discussing that one.
Oh yeah, that volume one. I might
You know what I'm
review that.
saying?
Might.
That's one of his most underrated albums in his whole discography. But Volume 2 is when like my mama knows Hard Knock Life. That's when you become a household name. When your parents know your song, when it comes on the radio, that's when you know you hit mainstream success. And nobody knew Jay Z with Reasonable Doubt and with Volume 1.
Yeah. All right. I'm ready to start whenever you are.
Let's go.
All right. What's up, you two? How's everyone doing this lovely Tuesday morning? It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
The album I'm going to talk about is Metallica Ride the Lightning. This came out in 1984 on Megaforce. Of course, this is a. I want to say this is a reish. Yeah, this is the remastered version. I want to say this is the 2016 remastered version. Nothing. I don't have the box set, so yeah, it's just the regular 8 tracks remastered version, which I'm cool with. This album came out with 3 singles: "Fade to Black," "Creeping Death," and "For Whom the Bell Tolls." Yeah, nice album I can play with my parents. Um, Producers include Metallica, Flaming Rasmussen. Um, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, and Mark Whitaker. And people, Metallica consists of James Hetfield, Kirk Hammett, Cliff Burton, and Lars Ulrich. All right. So after the release of Kill 'Em All, Metallica was really went to tour, and while they were touring, of course, they were recording some new material and shit like that too. And so they really did not have like a lot of money, and they pretty much had to like eat like 1 meal a day. Because while they were recording, they would pretty much have to stay at fans' homes, like random fans' homes, while they were playing at clubs in the United States. And so one time while they were in transition, their equipment actually got stolen in Boston, which I'm gonna talk about that in a minute.
Did you say they have to stay at random fans' homes?
Yeah,
Just like that? They just go to some fan home and stay with them?
yeah,
Wow.
white people.
You can't do
Yeah,
that now.
you can't do that shit, man.
Uh,
Shit. Well, shit. I wish Megan Thee Stallion would come to my home and spend the night. But okay. Anyway, so Anthrax, after that incident, they lent Metallica some of their equipment so they could finish up the remaining tours. And once they got like enough money, they stayed at a rented home in El Cerrito, California, which they call the Metallica Mansion. And this is also around the time too where James Hetfield, he didn't like the fact that he was playing rhythm guitar and doing vocal at the same time too. So pretty much while they were on tour, they pretty much try to offer the job to Armored Saint singer John Bush and stuff like that too. But he was still dedicated to his group. That James Hetfield just sucked it up and he just kept on doing what he was doing and shit. So and the album cover right here was very dope. I love the album cover. You see like the fucking electric chair.
man.
And this was pretty much influenced by Stephen King's novel The Stand,
Hmm.
which it's nice that I bring this up because a lot of the songs off this album was influenced by like a lot of novels, the Bible and shit like that too. What I want to say, this is like their most literal album, like in terms of literature or books and shit too. And I think like for Metallica, they were really like one of the first metal groups to really do that shit. Correct me if I'm wrong though. All right, so y'all know how I do.
Did you ever see the Stand, the miniseries?
The what?
The miniseries for the Stand?
No, I have not.
That they have like, well, they have like a new version, and then like there's an OG miniseries from like the '90s, I think it came out.
Oh wow. See, this is Metallica right here. Them after tour and shit. Of course, you got the lyrics, clean ass vinyl. Really cannot wait to talk about this one right here. So yeah, so this is your first time hearing this album too, right?
Yep, all of them, because I'm not a big fan of heavy metal, so
I feel you.
this is my first time listening to any Metallica albums.
I feel you. Well, this album has about 8 tracks, not a long album. Which a lot of thrash metal was then they didn't have like a lot of tracks around that time too, so fuck it.
Right.
So the first one is called "Fight Fire with Fire." Um, Very dope song. It has more of like an apocalyptic feel to it. This was pretty much a redefined Metallica, if you ask me, because just judging by the sound in comparison to Kill 'Em All, I was about to say Kill at Will for a minute. Kill 'Em All, the sound was like a lot more darker. The speed was like it had that traditional speed they were doing.
Right.
The harmonizing they were doing too.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you have to like really give credit to Cliff Burton, especially with his like placement of how harmonies are,
Right.
especially with his classical music training too and whatnot. Which I feel like his magnum opus is gonna come in the next album, which we're gonna save that to next week and shit. We're gonna save that one, but yeah, Ride the Lightning was a pretty dope track. I mean, Fight Fire with Fire was a pretty dope track right here. I love how Jason and Kirk's guitar chemistry was on equipment with this album too. Oh, one more question. One more thing I have to say. The main riff, the acoustic intro, was played by Cliff Burton in the Kill 'Em All tour too. So I thought I should throw that out there.
And he passed away, right?
Yes, he did.
Rest in peace. I thought it was cool. It was like some really hard drums and loud guitars. Sam said the drumming got better.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, you would know more about it than me, Sam. So I'm just going off of like the first listening. So I thought it was good.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Um, Shout out to my homeboy, Albert Bostwick, by the way. He's a YouTuber subscriber I had. Um, Track number two, Ride the Lightning. This was one of the other few tracks where Dave Mustaine, he still has some writing credits on
Right.
and whatnot too. Which I was surprised he still has some credits on the Ride the Lightning album and shit, but to each his own. So Ride the Lightning, this is really one of Metallica's darkest songs. And I'm really trying to pull up my notes, but this notification can't get the fuck out. But give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is pretty much, like I said, based off Stephen King's The Stand. And I want to also say it's a nice way to also bring up the fact that this was Metallica's first time where they ever did social topics. And they were talking about the death penalty and how, pretty much how they felt like somebody being found guilty should not like this should not have death as a way to stop it in a weird way and stuff like that too. And James Hetfield, he even went on record to say that he was not attacking like capital punishment or whatnot. He was just pretty much just saying the fact that why is it that a death penalty should justify someone being guilty or not guilty? Which I don't know, because there's more. I feel like there's more blacks on death row
Mm.
statistically than whites, especially where I stay at. But
Well, I
to me, just
mean, my whole issue with the death penalty is who are you to judge and say who deserves to die and who deserves to stay alive?
Exactly.
How do you go about determining, oh well, this person did a heinous crime by killing his whole family, so he deserves to die, but this person, raped a little girl at around the corner, but he deserves to live. How do you go about determining that whole thing? So I don't. They need to just throw it all out the window. I mean,
Exactly.
if everybody do a heinous crime and if they can't get the death penalty, then nobody should. That's how I feel about it.
You're
I don't think you should
100%
pick and
right.
choose who deserves to live and who deserves to die.
Exactly. You're 100% right and shit. And yeah, I just felt like with this whole track, it was like a lot more darker. Like I said, I think somebody mentioned the drumming got way better on this
That was
album. Which,
Sam. Sam,
yeah.
Sam is the expert here. You need to be on here. I don't know shit about heavy metal. I'm just going by what I hear.
Oh yeah, man. Me and Sam, man, we be talking about rock music and all
Right.
fucking day
Sam,
sometimes.
Sam be throwing out, oh, you all should cover Bad Brains and, the cars and this, so,
Ooh, the Cars.
you know what I mean? Yeah, I thought like the subject matter was yeah, that needs to be talked about more in rap. I don't hear that too much in hip hop. And you have a rock group that's covering this issue. I found that real interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a good track.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, that's crazy because Pundit had an album called Crop the Punishment too.
Right, right. But he didn't talk too much about
Nah, he just
the
called
group.
Capital
Yeah,
Punishment.
right. He just the album title go with his name, but it wasn't too much about that.
Shit, Jay Z had an album called Reasonable Doubt. They didn't talk
Right,
about Reasonable Doubt.
right. And you're doing drug talk on it, so you know.
Oh shit. Track number three, For Whom the Bell Tolls. This track and the next track are pretty much tied as my favorite tracks off this album. I love that fucking bell intro and shit like that. That
Mhm.
ding ding.
Yeah.
It's so fucking dark. In a weird way, I can see. I don't know, Tim, if you can agree with me or not, but I can look and see Ozzy Osbourne doing this shit. Maybe like Diary of a Madman, Ozzy. I don't know if it's just me, but this was influenced by Hemingway's novel of the same name, where that novel talks about the combatants impending demise in the Spanish Civil War. And Cliff Burton, he also played bass guitar with the heavy distortion on the wah pedal. And the wah pedal for all my rock fanatics, y'all should know what that shit is and stuff like that too. Jimi Hendrix also used that shit too a couple of times. And he actually wrote the intro before joining Metallica while he was with his band, The Ages of Misfortune in 1979. Um, yeah, very, very, very dope song. Very lyrical track in my personal opinion. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of quotables from this album in my opinion, but I'm gonna read something once you say what you have to say. Come
The
forward.
the the wah pedal is like the part of the guitar, that you like, I guess what you call like strum along or whatever, string along.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, just I learned that just by playing rock band. You know what I'm saying? Like for many years, and when I took guitar lessons when I was younger, but I was playing acoustic guitar. It wasn't like electric guitar, so it's totally different from like an acoustic guitar. But yeah, this was a dope track. I liked it.
for real. The line where he said, "Crack of dawn, all is gone except the will to be. Now they see what will be, blinded eyes to see." Oh man, very dark shit right there, in my opinion. Definitely love this track. And now we're gonna have probably one of the polarizing songs off the discography, "Fade to Black." Now, a lot of Metallica fanatics get on my nerves, and when it comes to their fan base, Metallica has some of the most annoying fan base in my opinion, because they're always saying, "Oh well, Metallica 1 was the first time they did a ballad." Well, this is a fucking ballad too. And I'm just looking at myself like they're talking about suicide on this shit.
Right.
And even what an interview with I think it was Lars and James, they were talking about how people were pretty much shocked that they did a record like that, because you gotta remember heavy metal in the '80s, niggas were killing themselves. Listen to their music, like y'all remember what happened with Ozzy Osbourne
Mm-hmm.
and shit, and of course Judas Priest. They were in court because of that shit because oh, they're listening to the music and they're killing themselves. Maybe it's because the kids are too scared to talk to the parents or some shit like that.
Right.
But you know what? That's another story for a different
Parental
day.
discretion.
Yeah.
You know.
But anyway, Fade to Black, probably my favorite track off this album. You know what I'm saying? Some of James Hetfield's strongest vocals are on this album too, and shit like that. And he actually wrote this track because when I mentioned how his shit got stolen, he felt like he was like powerless. They felt like they were powerless and it's shit like that too. So he wrote this track, fearing suicide or whatnot. And I want to say his mom actually helped him get some of that equipment too, so it does have like some sentimental value and shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, very very dope track. Love it.
It's definitely a different uh, sounding track from the other stuff on the
Yes.
album. Is a ballad at that, and they were. I remember like a lot of the heavy metal bands. Guns N' Roses had their ballads, and Aerosmith, and I think it was like Bon Jovi. They had their ballads. I think it was like just a change of pace and to show that they fans that they can do it. And I actually liked the song. I think it was a great song.
Yeah, mind you, it's crazy how you mentioned like Guns N' Roses and Aerosmith and Bon Jovi because when it comes to like thrash metal,
Hmm.
the difference with thrash and like hair metal, even though Guns N' Roses and Aerosmith, I won't consider them hair metal,
Right.
but thrash is like the more hardcore. It's like what thrash was with the '80s, gangster rap was to the '90s.
Right.
You didn't have no love songs with either or and shit. You
Hmm.
didn't hear Snoop Dogg making a love song on
Right.
Doggy
You had to
Style.
wait till 2000 something for
Right,
beautiful. He wasn't doing love songs back then.
right. And Metallica, when it came to thrash metal, there was not really ballads didn't really become popular maybe until like the late '80s. Maybe Injustice for All, which
Hmm.
stay tuned on that review. That's all I gotta say on that one. But yeah, niggas were just headbanging and shit like that when it came
Right.
to like thrash.
Headbangers Ball.
Yeah, yeah, headbangers ball.
Hmm.
hmm Like the closest you had to a gangster rap love song is Snoop Dogg. There was ain't no fun.
Right.
G's up,
And
hoes down.
and that was basically about hoeing out a chick.
Right,
You know, that wasn't no love song. They were getting
right.
love from the same chick.
And then when you have the groups like Guns N' Roses and Bon Jovi,
Hmm.
first of all, a lot of niggas did not even like Bon Jovi because fucking John was smiling, seeing all this metal shit.
Right.
Even D Style was like, you can't fucking smile while doing
Right.
metal and
Well, he,
shit.
he was like the pretty boy to a lot of the women out in Jersey.
Oh yeah,
He was like a sex symbol in a rock group.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But I know like a lot of their songs just watching their videos.
Mm-hmm. Then Axel came out, and yeah, Guns N' Roses did love songs, "Sweet Child of Mine."
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, but they had an edge
Yeah.
to that shit, yo. They had to
Right.
slash his guitar.
Right.
They had Axel do that little snake
Hmm.
thingamajig
Hmm.
and shit like that. They had a certain edge. They weren't pussies about that shit.
Right.
Yeah, man. Aerosmith is another story. I'm not gonna get into Aerosmith. All right, but yeah, man. That's one thing I love about metal. Like metal just be ugh.
Right.
Then we're gonna get into track number 5, Trapped Under Ice. Um, very cool song. It's not really one of my favorites off this album, but at the same time, it's pretty much talking about how someone is frozen and woke up from this sleep
Hmm.
in a weird way. It's kind of like a very weird song, but to me, the guitar from Jason was really what made the song a highlight for me, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, interesting song. Like being like in a state of sleep for like a whole like many years, and then waking up, and it's a whole different life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that I've seen many movies like that. Like Alien. I want to say Alien 3 started off like that.
Oh yeah.
Anybody that saw Alien 3, Ripley and the little girl Newt, when they were in the time capsule, and she wakes up and it's like all chaos has happened while she was sleeping, and that was, I've seen many sci-fi films like that though, but yeah, it was a good track.
Yeah, very correct indeed. Um, yeah, Sam. Thank you, Kirk Hammett. Thank you. Sometimes I get the guitar riffs
Hmm.
mixed up on this album, but
Right.
like I said, Sam is the expert. I'll give him that. Um, Next, we're going to have is Escape. Now, this is another polarizing song, but it's mostly coming from the group because we've all been to a situation where, well, we've all talked about artists where the label wants them to record a radio friendly track or whatnot.
Right.
This is reportedly James Hetfield's least favorite Metallica song.
Wow.
Really? Really? Even everything after Black Album? This is your least favorite? Okay. All right. you know what? I don't know. But anyway, he said that, the label wanted them to do like a radio friendly song. And when I listen to this track, I kind of say to myself, okay, it does kind of have, I can see where it's, cause with Metal Track, they have that high pitched screaming,
Right.
aka trying to be like Van Halen.
Mm.
But at the same time, too, it still kept its integrity because I listened to this track before I wrote the notes. I didn't, what's up, Clutch?
What
I
up?
didn't even get the radio friendly feeling towards it. I don't know if it was just me, but I would rather accept this track than anything post 91. That's all I gotta say.
I can't agree with you. I mean, I listen to the track. It's cool. So, what up, Clutch? Uh, if you have any insight on this album, let us know. Cause I'm not a Metallica fan. I'm just listening. So I don't have no opinions on it. You know what I mean? I'm just listening to each song like that. So
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time? Because I might
yeah,
have
Ronnie said "Escape" is James Hetfield's least favorite song.
That's what research says. Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. But I didn't hear what you said, Trey.
Now I was just saying, I was just asking the chat like, what do y'all think about the different tracks in the albums? If you heard it,
Ah, yeah, man. Crazy. I'm just saying, this is your least favorite song. This, niggas, I swear. Should have. This was my least favorite song. I would just retire after this album. Fuck. But let me stop. Let me stop picking on James. Alright. So you say what you had to say about this
yeah,
one? Okay. Now we're gonna get into Creeping Death. Um, this was the Bible track right here,
mm-hmm.
where it's talking about Exodus chapter 12, verse 29. Yes, we better go to church for a minute. Where we're gonna talk about like the plague of death of the firstborn, and it's influenced by how the 10 plagues went to ancient Europe, ancient Egypt, excuse me. And this is when the 10 Commandments happened,
yeah.
and they were watching the movie of the 10 Commandments. You know that long ass
That's a
Bible
long
movie.
ass movie. I used
Yeah,
to watch that when I was little. Every Easter they would show it on TV.
for real.
Long ass
O-
film.
Over dramatic acting
Yeah,
at its finest, in my
yeah,
opinion. But
definitely.
yes. And so the bear was watching the movie at Cliff Burton's house, and so Kirk Hammett he's ended up writing "Die by My Hand." He ended up writing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's pretty much like their most religious song in terms of content. So yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it was cool. I've seen many long movies. This Justice League Snyder Cut was 4 hours straight. But that was a epic film. All of the Lord of the Rings were like 3 hours plus. Yeah, it was a cool song. Like I like the concept that they did. On the song, like based on the Ten Commandments. So
Right. Interesting. Hey, it can't be classic Metallica without the fucking instrumental. The Call of Tulu. Jesus Christ, these fucking names. So this was the last instrumental, the homage to the supernatural horror classic, The Call of I don't even know if I'm saying this right. Chulhu by H.P. Lovecraft.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu, thank you.
Yes, that was there's a movie from last year called Underwater, it starred Kristen Stewart from the Twilight films, and that movie, spoiler alert for anybody who didn't see it, that movie was based on a sea creature called it Cthulhu, and it was based on like the H.P. Lovecraft books.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. This was a pretty solid instrumental. It's not among my favorites compared to the previous one and the one we'll be talking about next week, but it's pretty solid. Cliff Burton.
Mhm.
Don't really have nothing bad to say about him.
Yeah, it was a cool song. Yeah.
Definitely.
Sam loves every song on this album. So
Same. Same.
yeah.
Yeah. This is both of our second favorite album
Mhm.
and shit like that. Very consistent album compared to Kill 'Em All. I mean, just the title just represents the tone of this fucking album. It's gloomy.
Right.
It's dark. It has religion. It has sex. It has drugs. It has all that bullshit.
Rebellious music.
Yes, thrash metal at its core.
Mhm.
And mind you, damn, a lot of people have said this is actually the greatest thrash metal album of all time. A lot of people have said that.
How you feel about that, Sam? Or Clutch?
W- Well, I personally feel like Master of Puppets,
Mhm.
which, oh my God, next Monday, can I come fast enough? Because that's the album I personally feel, but I'm gonna explain to you why.
Okay.
But with this album, I feel like it was a nice stepping stone. This was like their breakthrough album, because mind you, they were still pretty much underground at this time too. But commercially, they were selling units. I want to say when this album came out, it was only supposed to have had 75,000 copies
Mhm.
initially pressed, but it ended up selling 500,000 by November of '87. And by 2012, it went 6 times platinum.
Nice.
Platinum, yeah. So 5 mics,
That's dope.
yeah. Classic, classic, classic.
And Sam gave it a 5 mics too.
Yes, sir.
That's great.
Yeah, what you think?
Huh?
What you think?
What do I think? I don't have no dog in this race. I'm just I don't have no rating for it. I'm just listening. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, respect.
This heavy metal is foreign to me, so I'm just listening.
I'm telling you, if I did not have VH1 Classic,
Mm-hmm.
I would not discover half the rock groups in my
Right.
collection.
Right.
And mind you, VH1 got me into Metallica.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, since this is a short album, I might as well start showing some vinyls.
Yeah.
You
Sure.
know, give me 1 second.
Vinyl unboxing. Are you gonna be opening vinyl too? Your volume is on.
This is part of the first video.
Okay.
Yeah. That way, because I know this week I'm gonna be busy as fuck. So.
Did you finish your tacos? Your tacos is done.
Oh yeah, I made the
Okay.
tacos. I had
Nice.
like two. That shit was banging. I made like a traditional taco, and I
Wow.
made a breakfast taco and shit too.
Check you out, Emeril Lagasse and shit. Making
Yeah,
tacos and talking rock and roll.
hell yeah, I'm a regular Alice Cooper and shit.
Sam said Guitar Hero got him into Metallica. That's dope. The
That's what's
game
up.
Guitar Hero.
You said what?
He said the Guitar Hero the game got him into Metallica.
I need to play Guitar Hero.
Yeah,
I
play
don't
Guitar
know.
Hero. I was more into Rock Band, but Guitar Hero was good too. I played that.
I feel you. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. So I know some albums I didn't end up showing. 'Cause I kind of had them mixed up, but fuck it. We're gonna have fun tonight. All right. All right. So I left off. I want to say I left off the Star Child album.
Star Child. Who's that? OC.
Tina Marie.
Oh, Tina Marie. Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah.
We discussed that album.
Yes, we did.
That was dope.
Let me move my laptop back so I can. Sam said,
Oh yeah. He wants his wrench. Did you give him his wrench, him and Ronnie?
I don't know how to get the wrenches out.
You got to do it. like there's a way to do it on here. Like you got to double click their name and say like make mod or whatever.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, I already told them I was gonna let them be the moderators of this channel and shit.
What up, neat boy?
All right. So next album is Naked to the World,
Tina Marie. Wow. So you
1988.
got all the Tina Marie stuff?
All of us share in the 80s and 70s.
Oh, true.
Well, minus Emerald City. I used to have Emerald City, but I gave it away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which Emerald City was an okay album.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. But a lot of people didn't like that because she kind of was trying to do like a rock album at that time.
Right.
This was like a return of the roots.
Hmm.
Probably my third favorite album from her. Very dope album. This was known for songs like Ooh La La, Work It, Call Me, I Got Your Number. I mean, this is an album. I'm sorry, I heard a tick 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 tick. I don't know what that is, but is that me or you?
I don't even hear nothing.
Give me 1 second. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that was me. But anyway, yeah, this was a very dope album. Highly recommended. Um, very hard to come by too. Then we got Bob Marley and the Wailers Catch a Fire.
Yes. Yes. Is that the OG or the reissue?
This is the 2015 remastered
Yeah.
edition.
Kind of. I know they got the reissues that's available.
Yeah. This
You
was
left the
released
gas
in.
on. Neat boy said.
You said what?
You left the gas on the stove.
No, no. It was my DVD player.
Oh, okay.
Well, so yeah, this album came out in 1973.
Yeah.
This was like his breakthrough album. This was known for songs like Pinky Reggae, Love That Track,
Yeah. It's classic.
Stir It Up,
Mm-hmm. One of my
um,
favorites.
400 Years, classic album in my opinion.
Yeah.
Bob Marley.
Definitely. This
Then we
this this
got
shit is super out of print.
yeah,
Kaya.
again,
Another
fucking
good one.
Kaya,
Yeah.
1978. Very underrated album. This was known for songs like Sun is Shining, Running Away, Is This Love. Very dope album.
Definitely.
I think I showed this album.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's the good one.
Yes, the good one.
The second one is bad, bad.
Yeah.
Yes, that one was good too.
Yes, this is the re-entry. This came out
That
in
was 2000, 2001.
yeah, 2001.
Yeah, LL is on that album.
Yes, sir.
I remember hearing that.
Big Daddy Kane is on this album with the Three's Company track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was a very dope album. Some of my favorite Marley beats on this album and shit.
Yeah,
Dope album.
definitely.
I already showed the Bismarcky album.
Yes.
Steve Martin.
Mm.
Um,
Comedy album.
Not Pretty.
Okay.
Mind you, he's wearing drag.
He's looking like Mrs. Doubtfire in the cover.
Yes.
I've never
Where's
seen
all
that
the hoopla? But you know what? Let me stop. 'Cause I love Steve Martin.
Oh, you gotta go to your community settings to do what he said.
I'll go to community settings.
Yeah, to make them the mods.
Okay, bet. All right. All right. So this was a very interesting album. I definitely gotta be listening to this album. Steve Martin.
Wow.
All right. Community settings. Okay, I'm at settings right now, so fuck it. We'll do this shit.
Yeah.
Mary Jane Girls,
Yes. I have that one too.
the first self-titled album.
Gorgeous woman.
Yes, very solid album. I mean not in my house. All night long. On the inside, fucking JoJo, man. That's very dope
That's your
thing.
favorite chick, JoJo?
Yeah,
Okay.
Master Ace.
Yes.
Take a look around. This is the 1995 reissue because it says the best
All that
of.
stuff, right?
Yeah, so but this is a pretty solid album in my opinion. Very underrated. Known for songs like Brooklyn Battles, Me and the Biz. which is not a collaboration with him and Biz Markie. It was
Right.
supposed to have been,
Mm-hmm.
but Biz was late. I think he had caught in traffic or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, dope
Okay.
album. Got this shit.
Master P. Wow.
Ghetto D.
Get OD.
Ghetto
Is that
Duke.
the colored vinyl or no?
I don't know. I didn't open it yet.
Oh, you know. What?
Well, it's the 2017 remastered
I
edition.
know. I know. I believe they released that with the orange vinyl. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know where Eric is at. I think it has the orange vinyl.
Yeah, I actually plan on doing a review on this sometime this summer, but I'm not going to tell y'all when.
Okay.
But yeah, this was the album that pretty much. This was his No Way Out. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
Mind you, both of them was released in '97.
Right.
Um, love the track Ghetto D, where he used the Eric B. and Rakim sample, making crack to this.
Right.
Yeah, man. I miss my homies. Make them say,
Yeah, that was a big hit over here.
Gangsters Need Love, Past the Green. A lot of motherfuckers shit on this album, but to me, this album, Ice Cream Man and the Ghetto's Trying to Kill Me,
Right.
these are my favorite albums from him. Review coming this summer. I'm not going to tell y'all when. There we got one of the most revolutionary gangster rap albums of all time.
Oh God. Hammer.
Hammer,
How about
not
Lou?
MC Hammer, Hammer,
Oh God.
the
Not even Death
funky
Row Hammer.
headhunter. I'm not gonna. This is the promo copy, believe it or not.
Wow.
Um, I'm not gonna lie. This album was good. It wasn't great, but it was good.
I like Pumps in the Bump. That's about it.
Yeah. Break Them Off on the proper. He was dissing Q-Tip, Redman,
Yep.
Run DMC on all this album and shit.
The Nerve Hammer.
Something for the OGs. I mean, you had production by Dog Pound and shit like that. Teddy Riley,
Mm.
this was like a proto Death Row. Like, whenever I talk about the Death Row syndrome, this is the first album I think about.
Mm.
It's all good.
Wow.
That was that joint. Let me stop. Mind you, fucking Hammer actually lived that life, Logan.
Yeah.
Michael McDonald.
Nice.
So this is the If That's What It Takes album from 1981. This came out with I Keep Forgetting.
I keep forgetting.
That's Why Me. Very dope album, classic pop R&B. This is when he left the
Doobie
Doobie
Brothers.
Brothers and shit.
Yeah. Y'all are gonna get it. Like you're gonna go in the settings and set it. Like you can set it on like past episodes. You don't have to do it now. You can
No.
like from the like your last episode. You can set them as mods.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
gotcha. All right, all right. Now we're gonna get the MC Light, Light as a Rock.
Classic album.
Very dope album. This is known for songs like Paper Thin, I Cramp to Understand You, 10% This. I mean, her going after internet. Very dope album and shit like that.
Matter of fact, you can do that from your phone actually. Like if you on the stream from your phone, you can make them mods while you on the stream.
All right, so
From
I
from
just,
your
I just,
from your from your phone. Like if you watch it from your phone, you can just
hmm
click on their names and make them mods just like that.
okay, I can see what I can do.
Yeah. I think that's what I did. That's how I did it like on the phone when I made Sam and Ronnie the mods for mine. So
All right, give me 1 second. I'll just do that.
it should appear like that. Like when you click on their name, you're able to like do it like from the live stream.
Okay. All right, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna show y'all the album. I got her best album, Eyes on This.
Yes,
Did I show this on the last one?
I think you did. I
Okay,
think you
okay.
showed that one in Light as a Rock.
Got you. All right.
Oh, Reggie, we got two Reggies. Okay.
Oh shit.
It's his twin. I'm about to
Ah,
say who's that logging in? Wow.
yeah, man.
Okay.
I did not mean to do that.
Oh man.
So you said click on the name.
Yeah, click on it. Click on the names in the chat. Like when you see, it should be able to make them mods when you click on the names from your phone.
All right. Okay, I clicked on the name.
You didn't see nothing come up.
It just says put user on timeout, block user.
It doesn't say like make mod or make admin.
Nah.
That's weird. Maybe you got. I thought you could do it from your phone while you on live stream as well though.
Nah. I'll probably look it up on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, let me get myself out of here.
Evil Reg and we got
Shit.
we got Evil Reg in here.
Shit, give me one second. Okay, cool. All right, that was tricky. Anyway, got Mike
Oh, Mike
Geronimo,
Geronimo. Shit.
The Natural.
I need that.
This came out in 1995.
His best album.
Yes, his best album indeed. His only good album.
Records.
This is known for something like Wherever You Are,
Mm-hmm.
Master IC, Shireen. Like this is the perfect cruising, smoking blunts at 1 o'clock in the morning kind of album.
Yep.
Like one thing about Mike Geronimo, I give him a lot of shit, but his ear for beats, in my opinion, something. And this is when Earth Gotti was at his game and shit like that too. Not when he was doing this R&B playground
Right.
bullshit.
When he was Mike Geronimo's DJ.
Yes,
You know.
that's the Earth Gotti I fuck with and shit.
Yeah.
Not, I don't know. Vendetta.
Oh, that's the white labels ring.
Yeah,
I never
it's
seen
the
that one.
promo copy.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I got this after the review.
Okay.
Yeah. So this was a very, very not a good album compared to
Yeah.
Natural, but it had some joints
Mm-hmm.
for the family. Street Life, Usual Suspects,
Mm-hmm.
but uh, he just let himself go.
Unstoppable, the Pete Rock joint.
Yes,
That's my favorite.
yeah, man. And no, I did not hear the new album yet. So
I didn't hear it either.
got George Michael,
Yes, classic.
Faith.
What happened with that video? They blocked it?
Yeah, I'm working on getting it back.
Okay.
It's going to take a little bit. Now I wanted to have that on Father's Day,
Right.
but
Of course he did.
yes, YouTube, yes. But
Oh,
yeah, just to let everybody know, we did a reaction to the father figure video for Father's Day, but
right.
YouTube done fucked it up. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
But this is the Faith album from George Michael. This
Nice.
came out in '87. One of the greatest pop albums of the '80s. I mean, Faith, I Want Your Sex, and all that shit.
Hype sticker on here too.
Yes.
I need to get that.
Wet My Whistle.
Dope. Midnight Star.
Very dope album.
Right.
Another album we'll definitely review sometime next month. Stay tuned. This was known for songs like Slow Jam, Wet My Whistle, Feel So Good. I mean, this whole album was one of the best funk albums of the '80s and shit. Must have in your collection.
Ray Sean said, "Have you done any reviews on Gladys Knight?"
No, I have not, but she is. That's definitely someone we can do talk about.
Yeah.
'Cause I do have a few of her albums too.
Same.
I showed y'all this one.
Yes. Oh, you got the Eddie Murphy album? Wow.
Yeah, the first comedy album, not the comedian album.
That's the comedian album.
No,
That's the music
which
album.
that's no. This is a comedian album. This was the
Oh, this.
first
Oh, I thought
comedy
that was the
album.
one with Party All the Time and shit.
Oh no, I don't got that one.
Oh, okay.
Nah, that one kind of hard to come by.
Yeah.
But this did have a song called
Mm-hmm.
"Boogie in Your Butt." It did have a song.
Oh my god.
This was known for song. This was known for routines like "Faggots," "Buckwheat," "The Pope," and Ronald Reagan. This was actually the first stand-up album review I've actually done on this channel. So Yes.
So when was that show? That was like during the Delirious era.
Um, this was during the 48 hours era.
Oh, 40 hours. Okay.
This was delirious.
Delirious. Okay.
This is pretty much the delirious routine. Eddie Murphy, comedian, one of the all-time, my top five stand-up albums of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this was known for like Ice Cream Man. All my Wu-Tang heads should know about that.
Yep.
Languages, TV. I mean, this whole album was just Eddie at his prime, in my opinion. Like, this is a fucking phenomenal album.
Nice.
Shirley Murdoch, her self-titled album. You know, this was a girl that really, another one I feel like does not really get her proper view.
Right.
She does. This was Roger Troutman, you know, Prodigy J and shit like that. Known for songs like As We Lay, which that song actually got her in a lot of trouble with the gospel community because
Mm-hmm.
they didn't like the fact she was singing about infidelity
Right.
in her music and shit. Because you know she had a song. She likes to write about infidelities a lot. You know? Go On Without You, Be Free. Very, very dope album. Love Her Unsung Episode 2. And he's always wanted to keep like the Zapp's legacy alive. I salute her for that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
If y'all can hear it, I'm listening to Jeremy the Damages come clean in the background.
J. Rule.
Um, Ironically, Ja Rule actually made a cameo in this video too, back when he was on a Cash Money clip. Got
Nice.
NWA straight out of Compton.
Great album.
Yes. I have the CD version, but
Mm-hmm.
the CD version don't have the front cover. This is actually
Yes.
the
Yeah.
respect. Oh,
Mine too. We don't have the front cover.
really? Wow.
What is it about the CD sellers selling NWA shit without no front cover?
Yeah, because he motherfucker said he had the cover, but
Yeah, there's no front cover on mine.
yeah. So I have to actually get the vinyl version.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually the Respect the Classic remastered edition.
Yeah.
Very dope album. I'm actually planning on. I know I did a review on this, but YouTube blocked it.
Oh
So
shit.
one day this is gonna be like the beginning of my hip hop
Why
reviews.
they blocked it? You was playing the music?
Yeah,
Oh, that's why.
yeah.
Dr. Dre.
I mean, still sealed up. Compton's in the house, straight out of Compton. If it ain't rough, I mean, this whole album is a fucking phenomenal. Niggas for Life shits all over this one, but yes, damn,
I
I do
think
have to pick an
yeah,
NWA.
Sam wants
I
to know
showed
if
it
you
in my
had the
CD collection.
yeah.
You said what?
No, I was saying like Sam wanted to know if you had the second one.
Yeah. The only thing I'm missing is the NWA and the Posse compilation.
Okay.
Speaking of hip hop albums I already haven't seen,
Yes, yes. The Holy Bible.
yes, the OG version.
Yes. OG one.
Yes. I'm never gonna open this one. Never gonna open this one.
I don't care for the I don't care for the different variations. They have like the 10-year anniversary one I got, but I didn't like the remixes on that. I thought it
Yeah, I
was
didn't
trash.
like
And then like that weird colorful version
the 20
where,
20th
where his
anniversary.
eyes are like in X's. I'm like I didn't like that one either. Just keep it classic.
Yeah, man. Don't get me wrong. This was not an intentional buy.
Mm-hmm.
I just got this because I had a few extra bucks. I was like, it's only 22 bucks, whatever,
Right.
and shit like that. Because I don't mind getting which version album,
Mm-hmm.
but if there's certain version I like certain songs, like I have the it was written European version because the song Silent Murder.
Right.
But at some point, I am going to get the OG version just
Mm-hmm.
because
Right.
for collector's purposes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just got this because I never seen the vinyl version of the OG copy
Right.
and stuff. And
That's great.
yeah, man. So very dope. I just wish they would have one version where they would put the World Is Yours Q-Tip remix
Right.
in Deja Vu.
Mm-hmm.
I hate all these dollar store beats y'all doing for Illmatic. It's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Your favorite group?
Oh yes, yes. Classic man. I got
Yes.
it right here. It's a classic album.
This is like probably my third favorite album from them. Mr. Telephone Man, Delicious, Kind of Girls We Like, Hide and Seek. I mean, these guys were like the original boy band before B2K, before all that bullshit.
And you also got the hype sticker.
Yes,
That's dope.
I got my girl Stevie Nicks,
Yes.
Belladonna. This came out in '81 between Tusk and also between Mirage. This was a very dope album. I'm not gonna lie. This is known for the controversial Edge of 17 album song. Kind of Woman. Stevie Nicks always very class act in my opinion. Yeah.
Ronnie said, and speaking of Shirley Murdoch going without you, Candy from Escape did the cover for a Candy Coated album.
Wow. Send that to me when you have a chance, bro.
Yeah, Self Titled is a great album.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all put me onto some music too. I don't mind that. I love when
Right,
y'all do that shit.
right.
When it, Mickey D,
Nikki D, oh shit, that's
Daddy's
out of
little
print.
girl.
Wow. Her only
Um,
album.
yes. Well, the second
She had
album
one
I
that was
cut
shelved, right? The Def Jam shelved it?
because of fucking Leo Cohen.
Right.
Because pretty much he did not give her money for the promotion,
Mm-hmm.
and even though there was like videos to like I think a single, and
Mm-hmm.
she actually I think she went to Flavor Unit if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. She was
Yeah.
cool with Latifah.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Yo.
she was dating Apache.
Yep, she was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yo, this album right here, one of the most underrated hip hop albums. Not just female, but hip hop albums in
Yeah.
general.
I agree.
The shit she was talking about in this album,
Mm-hmm.
abortion, fucking wasted pussy, daddy's little girl,
Yep.
gotta
Shit.
up the ante for the pennies. Like
I mean,
the shit she was talking. Y'all over here
they
tripping
wasn't
about,
ready.
oh,
They wasn't ready
wow,
for Nikki D back then.
nigga, Nicki motherfucking D.
Mm-hmm.
And she was the first female on Def Jam 2.
Yep.
You know what?
It wasn't Foxy. It
Yes, it
wasn't
wasn't
Boss.
Foxy.
Not
Niggas
Boss
always.
or Foxy. It was Nikki
I
D.
love Foxy though, but yeah,
Yeah.
definitely got to talk about Nicki D. I'm gonna put this on the side because this one I'm gonna listen to this one and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I get hyped like this, it just feels my adrenaline and shit. I don't
Right.
know.
Well,
Fuck.
that she
Whew.
she need to be saluted. Nobody mentions her. No ID. Wow.
Yes.
I never heard that album. That's a compilation, right?
Um. Yeah, he does some rapping on
He
here
does
too.
rapping on it. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
This is actually the clean version,
Oh wow. Okay.
but I don't give a
Right.
fuck.
That's because it's still rare. So
Yeah. And mind you, both the Teflon was clean, and they both cost $5.
wow.
That just says something about the number five. When it comes to this shit. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Right.
I'm always into like numerology sometimes, but
Right.
yeah. It's been years since I've heard this joint, but this was a very dope album. If you love the production of One Day It Will Make Sense,
Yes.
you'll most definitely love this
A
one.
classic common album.
And it's called Accept Your Own and Be Yourself, aka the Black Album. A lot of artists making these black albums. We might do a top five black albums or some shit.
Ray Sean said, "Genius of Love or Miss You Blind." Who's that about?
Are you talking about the fucking Tom Tom Club, or are you talking about Stevie Nicks?
Nori Nore.
Yes,
Classic joint. I love that.
yeah,
I
very
bought
dope.
that. I bought that album the same day I bought Volume Two. Hard Knock Life.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because it was both the same year. 98 they came out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely 98 was a very dope year for hip hop, man. This is what I was talking to Alonzo about and shit. Like, niggas always so quick to say 97, 98 were the worst years, but
Right.
shit. This album, the production was not as dark as War Report, I'll give you that.
Right.
But it was still a dope album. Banned from TV, I Love My Life, Super Thug, the early Neptune, which I like, which I prefer.
Right.
Very dope shit. After a certain time, I'm definitely gonna talk about this album very soon.
Definitely.
We
Definitely.
need to.
Definitely.
We got O'Brien,
Oh shit.
You and I.
Dope.
You heard of O'Brien before, right?
I heard of O'Brien. I never heard him, but I heard of that name. What did he sing?
He did a cover of You and I, the very dope cover of the Stevie Wonder song.
Okay.
Um, he did the Soul Train A Coming theme song from 83 to 87, which is on this album too.
Oh shit, the Soul Train song. I know that.
Yeah. I'm in Love Again, Together Always. Yeah, man. It's crazy too because I heard the You and I song, the cover, when I was little.
Right.
That beat, that, I love that beat to it.
Yeah.
And I've always heard that beat. And all these years, I was like, who did that beat? I know Stevie did the song,
Mm-hmm.
but that cover. And then, long and behold, I was thanks to Music Choice,
Right.
this song came out. I literally almost shit my fucking pants. And then I found the album and shit. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a very underrated album.
Yeah.
Don't disregard the album cover.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he's trying to look like Howard Hewitt from Shalimar, but this was a very dope album. Um, check out the You and I cover.
Yeah.
One of the all-time greatest Stevie covers, maybe top three, maybe in my opinion.
Right. OJ's nice.
Yes, this is so full of love. Very dope album in my opinion. One of my top personal albums from them. This had all the joints like Brandy, Take Me to the Stars, the legendary Cry Together. Yeah, I thought so, Ray Sean. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with Genius of Love. Um, whenever I hear Cry Together, oh my
Yeah.
god. I mean, y'all remember when Gerald Levert, Johnny Gill, Keith Sweat, and Sean Levert honored the OJs in Soul Train Awards, and Johnny Gill was trying to outsing Gerald Levert, acting like a damn fool and shit. He's like, and we cried,
Yeah.
we cried. How you gonna outsing Gerald? That's one thing you never do, outsing Gerald Levert, nigga.
Oh boy.
Like that's Gerald Levert. You better treat him with respect,
How dare you, Johnny?
right? Anyway, this is a very dope album. Like one of my favorite albums from the OJs. I need to get some more albums from them before I really start talking about their discography too.
Right.
Once I get Backstabbers, then that's gonna be it.
Hey, that Nori album is coming up. The anniversary coming up in July.
Then I guess we gotta talk about it in July.
July 7th is the anniversary. So
Yeah, I guess we gotta talk about July
that's
7th.
that's great. That's great.
Let me write that down because I know I'm gonna fucking forget it shit. But Minneapolis, stand up.
Yes, Alexander.
Yes, this is the self-titled in '85. What is up with the '80s and these motherfucking eyes and shit trying to hypnotize my people? Nigga, like, this album was pretty solid. I'm more of a fan of the Hearsay album from '87 because I had my song "She's a Fake."
Yes.
That's my shit though.
Mhm.
But this one was more for the balladeers. Like, if you were here tonight,
Right.
oh my god, very dope. Jimmy Terry Lewis,
Mm-hmm.
very dope album and shit.
Yes. Dip said we're gonna do next week. We're gonna do that at the end of June.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I ain't forget.
Oh yeah, thank you, Ronnie. I forgot to mention that was the first album they did after William Powell passed away from cancer and shit. Now you're gonna get into one of my favorite funk groups of all time. Yes, he was a heroin addict too. Yeah.
I have that. I have that right here too.
Oh yeah,
Great album.
Ohio Players.
That shorty on the cover is pretty.
All the shorties were pretty.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Definitely.
You guys should know how much I love the Ohio Players, so I'm not even gonna get into my fanboy reaction right now. But this was the first album they did when they went to Mercury Records.
Right.
This is known for songs like Skin Tight, It's Your Night, Jive Turkey, and Heaven Must Be Like This, which we all should know that Heaven Must Be Like This. Oh my God.
Definitely.
I told you I was not going to do this. I told y'all. But whenever I hear that song, oh my fucking. Sugarfoot Nelson, like. JT would never. Fire.
Definitely. Ohio
1974.
Play is dope. Another great looking female on the cover.
Oh yeah. Definitely a very dope album too. This is known for songs like "Running from the Devil," "I Want to Be Free,"
Right.
"Fire," "Together." I'm not gonna lie, the ballads on this album, minus "I Want to Be Free," were kind of but Funk Meter still went up. Got Climax.
Oh.
Now, this was a kind of a controversial release because
Because of the woman,
well,
the ball-headed chick.
I'm gonna get into that. Climb Westbound, the previous label, were mad at the fact that they went to Mercury, that they released this without like the group's content. So pretty much it's like a collect item.
Right.
And it was like unreleased songs. Like they have a cover of Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On,"
Mm-hmm.
which Pete Rock and CL Smooth sampled that for "Lots of Lovin'."
Mm.
They have a cover of "Proud Mary," song "Climax." Um, this is like a very funky album. This is like a collector's item too,
Right.
and it's kind of controversial too because if you guys look at the cover, she's stabbing the nigga in the back.
Oh wow.
Legend has it that Westbound put that there because they felt like Ohio players stabbed him in the back.
Mm.
Knowledge,
That's some deep shit.
very deep shit. Like,
Didn't Boyz II Men go through something similar with their remix album? They wasn't supposed to release that.
yep.
Right.
Mm.
That's crazy. I
Yeah,
thought it was
man.
Erykah Badu you were showing. I'm like, that's chick.
I mean, she low key kind of looks like Erica Badu. I'm not
It
gonna front.
do. It do. I'm like,
Shit. Then we're gonna get into contradiction.
yeah, that's a real picture, my guy.
Very, very, very underrated. I feel like it's like the most underrated album in the discography.
You mean did she really stab him? Is that? It's a real picture. I don't think she really stabbed him
No, it's fake. It's fake.
though. Right.
That's just fake
It
blood.
was. It was. It was. The picture's real, but she didn't really stab him.
Well, come to think of it, Alonzo, Ohio players, there's actually a legend when it comes to the Honey album. The
Mm.
girl pouring honey all over herself.
Mm.
Legend has it that they burned her with the honey or some shit like that, and they screamed the screaming love roller coaster
Oh,
was her. But that it wasn't real.
that's crazy.
Now y'all see why I love the Ohio players and shit. Like it just has like a funky, sinister energy to it. I don't know, but this one is called Contradiction.
Mm-hmm.
This was like a more of a funkier album. This was known for songs like Who She Cool, My Lady's Run Me Crazy, the title track, which is like one of my all-time favorite Ohio players tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Very underrated album.
Oh.
I'm probably gonna get demonetized for this cover. It's Angel.
Well, she's not naked, really.
Well,
Yeah.
depending how YouTube want to see it.
I don't see nakedness, so.
Yeah. This one was released in 1977, and in my opinion, their last great album.
Mm.
Um, this one kind of have a mixed reaction with the fans because they were kind of experimenting with a little disco R&B, like,
Right.
had more synthesizers on this album, which
Right.
Sugarfoot himself was not like a big fan of this album too. But personally, I feel like it was underrated. Like, it's known for songs like Ohio, Ohio. It was like Ohio anthem at that time.
Mm.
Um, Don't Fight My Love, which Primo sampled that for Bahamadia.
Mm.
Um,
Dope.
I'm actually planning on doing a double review on this one and Bezos' Riding High album, so stay tuned. I love throwing that frisbee. Woo. ODB, nigga, please.
Oh God.
Yeah, oh God is the right word.
Promo joint.
This is the promo copy, so this doesn't have to cover for it.
Right.
It's the clean promo copy.
Right.
Yeah, I only like two songs off this album. That is Got Your Money
Mm-hmm.
and the one with Lil Mo. Other than that, this whole album is just
I heard
that.
it, but I don't remember all the songs on it though.
Yeah. It's pretty forgettable.
Right.
That's what I tell motherfuckers on the daily. Back the
Yes.
fuck up.
Classic. Thank you for the CD again, man. I love it.
Oh yeah, no problem, bro.
That is a great album.
I know, like this is just one of my favorite albums from them. I'm just so grateful. Like
Mm-hmm.
you never really see this album on scores. You never really see this album on scores. When I saw this album on score, I screamed.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, this is a very dope. We already talked about this
Yes.
recently, so
Great album.
I have shut them down somewhere, but
That's a great album too.
yeah, I have to shut them down now. I think I put it in the wrong box. So yeah, fuck it. Well, this is
Wow.
Ozzy Osbourne, but it's not Diary of a Madman. It's actually Blizzard of Oz, and it's actually the OG copy.
Mm,
And the reason why I still have it on this one because the OG copy is very hard to come by,
mm,
and bitch ass Sharon Osbourne, she pretty much fucked up the 2002 reissue because she
mm,
didn't want to pay the original band members.
mm.
So she had them studio musicians replace those parts. So
Oh wow,
yeah. So she's like,
that's crazy.
yeah. So if you have the 81 OG or the 95 reissue, and I want to say like the 2012 or 2013 kind of restored it back,
Mm,
then I would keep those. But Blizzard of Oz is my favorite Ozzy Osbourne album. Known for songs like Crazy Train, Mr. Crowley, I mean, sinister ass shit. He was kicking Black Sabbath's ass at that time too. Get up for the downstroke.
wow.
Yeah. I love this fucking album cover. This Parliament.
Mm.
Yes.
What are they wearing? They look like costumes.
Bro, I don't even know. I don't know, but I
Oh
fuck with it.
man.
You remember that when I was dressed as George Clinton for Halloween and shit?
Mm.
I had a fucking Afro puffs. Yeah, man. Like
Oh man.
this was a very dope album, very underrated. Known for songs like "Testify," "Up for the Downstroke" and shit like that. Man, very dope shit. And let's play some music and shit. Man. Can you? Woo, 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 woo. Then we got the clones of Dr. Funkenstein,
Wow.
released in 1976. Very solid album. This was released right after Mothership Connection. This was known for songs like "Watching You," which Bone Thugs sampled that one.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to Know You. Very underrated album too. Not as good as Mothership Connection though, but yeah. Now we have Funkencelli versus the Placebo Syndrome. This was released in 1977. This is actually my favorite Parliament album.
Man.
No skin. I don't have Hardcore Jollies, not yet. This had all this shit. Bop Gun, Flashlight,
Classic.
um, Wizard of Finance, Sunos, The Void of Funk. Like this was the best album, period. The shit that is in George Clinton's mind, I don't even know. My baby making music right here. It's to the pentagraphs. Time for love. Um, wow, this is actually the only Teddy Pendergrass album I have on vinyl. Wow.
Really?
Yeah, because I have Life is a Song Worth Singing too, but
Classic.
I could have sworn I had the Teddy album. Oh wait, nah, I don't have that. Nah. And I had one of his other albums, but I think it was after he was in the wheelchair, and I gave that away.
Right.
Insert Teddy Pendergrass joke. Um,
I don't get the joke. What was the joke?
because I know how y'all say, oh yeah, y'all can keep that because
Yeah,
anything
to me, his
after,
best stuff was before the accident.
yeah. Plus the Joy Hour, I love the Joy
I love the Joy
album.
album. I like the title track. I don't care for the album.
Yeah, man. This is known for songs like "I Can't Live Without Your Love." You're my latest, my greatest inspiration, which is my favorite TP song.
Right.
I can't leave your love alone. I mean, you had Gamble and Huff at their prime and shit like that. Um, ironically, Sam, I'm playing that right now. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Jeffrey Osborne, a legend.
Can you woo 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 woo? Woo?
Yeah.
I still don't know what woo 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 means to this day. If I ever meet Jeffrey Osborne, I would hope I do. I'm going to actually
Yes.
ask him because,
Let's get him on the show.
hey, he's from North Carolina. He's from Greensboro
Yeah.
too.
See,
So
that's the hometown kid.
yeah.
We'll have Ashley for that one too.
Oh, oh yeah. She loves Jeff. She loves Jeffrey too.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it, Ronnie. I saw that. I got the Madman, the Wicked, Wilson Pickett. Um, this was released in 1967. The Sound of Wilson Pickett. This is known for songs like "I Found the Love," which that was actually I want to say no. Bobby Womack did not write that one. Excuse me. Funky Broadway,
Hmm.
very dope album. You know, all my soul heads, y'all should know about Wilson Pickett.
Right. Elvis. Wow. I didn't expect to see him.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is his first album.
All right.
Yeah, insert Elvis Presley joke.
He's dead.
I like him better than Fat Elvis.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, I like a few songs like Blue Suede Shoes. He did a cover of I Got a Woman. I'm not the biggest Elvis Presley fan, but for music purposes, I do got this album.
Blue
Don't
suede
expect a review on
shoes.
this.
Blue suede shoes. Huh?
I thought Heartbreak Hotel was on this, but that's actually a single. I was like, fuck.
Right.
Shit. Just because I'm black don't mean I gotta hate Elvis and shit. Fuck. I mean, I don't consider him the greatest thing since sliced bread, but still.
Definitely not.
Right.
I think the bread is better.
Got Prince for
Prince.
You.
The first album.
Yes.
Great
It's
album.
released in 1978. Very, very good album. You know what I'm saying? It's not touching what's to come, but
Right.
it has some promising shit like Soft and Wet,
Yes.
My Love Is Forever. Very, very dope shit.
Hmm.
Then we got Controversy.
Yes.
Yes.
Great album.
This was released in 1981. Very, very, very dope album and shit. This was pretty much where he was starting to really expand his songwriting.
Hmm.
Start talking more about religion with this album shit too. Well, that's one thing I just picked up on. He really started talking more about religion on this album.
Right.
That's interesting. Do Me Baby, Jack You Off, Ronnie Talk to Russia. I mean, he actually got really political on here too.
Oh yeah.
Very underrated album if you ask me.
Shout out to BJ for hooking me with that.
Yeah, shout out to
Definitely.
BJ man.
Definitely. Oh, musicology.
Yes.
Dope.
Yes. Yeah, this one is released in 2004. His quote unquote comeback album. Um, I'm actually doing a review on this album very, very soon.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep my thoughts limited on this one. But I do love the song Call My Name,
Hmm.
If I Was the Man in Your Life. He dissed Michael Jackson on Life at the Party,
Mm.
where he said, I never had a nose job, some shit like that, whatever.
Wow.
Oh, those two. This nigga's crazy, Richard Pryor.
Oh.
Yeah, we recently talked about this album too.
Yep.
Very dope album. Is this something I said?
Mm.
Probably my favorite stand-up album from him. This was released in 1975. This is known for Cocaine, the famous Mudbone, Goodnight Kiss,
Right.
Richard Pryor at his prime, Bicentennial Nigga.
Mm.
This was released in 1977. Definitely got to re-listen to this one, but funny stuff. Queen,
Oh.
yes, A Night at the Opera.
Yes. Classic.
This was known for songs like Bohemian Rhapsody,
Classic.
God Save the Queen. Very dope album. Maybe my favorite Queen album. I don't know. But it's kind of tied with another one,
That and News of the World for me. Yes. Classic album.
News of the World. This one possibly has my favorite song from them,
Mm.
Get Down, Make Love, which Freddie Mercury was just going crazy on that song and shit like that. Jesus Christ. We will rock you. We are the champions. Y'all can
Yes.
have that, but give me my Get Down, Make Love.
We are the
I mean,
champions.
just that beat alone, that dun 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 dun
Yes.
dun
We
dun
will
dun.
rock you.
Dun.
They still play those at like NBA games. That's like the
Yes,
sports anthem now. It's crazy.
yes. This might be my favorite album, The Game,
Nice. I gotta check that one.
1980. This was known for songs like Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Another one, Bites the Dust. I mean,
Yes.
this was a very hot album. I'm not gonna lie.
That,
Yo,
that, that is that the disco album?
a lot of people say it's disco. I don't consider it disco. It's
Right.
more Queen. They jumped into different styles.
Right.
Another one, Bites the Dust. I consider that more funk than disco, in my
Right.
opinion.
I was only saying that because I remember watching the BBC documentary and they kept referring to that album as the disco album for them.
Nah, BBC, they can be biased with their
Oh, that
music
was
choices sometimes. And I'm gonna be real with you,
right.
but yeah. Now if you talk about Hot Space,
Mm,
I can see what people kind of say it's disco-ish, but that synthesizer sound too is heavy on that.
right.
Queen Latifah,
Yes.
Nature of a
Classic.
Sister.
One of her best albums.
I agree. Latifah's had it up to here.
Hmm.
Sexy, fancy, fly girl. This album gets shitted on for no reason,
Yeah.
but they praise Lauryn Hill's Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which
And
I love that album, but I feel like this album kind of did that formula
Latifah
first.
was singing on that album.
Yes.
You know, we gotta discuss that one.
Oh yeah. I talked about it years ago, but I don't.
Okay.
We'll talk. We'll talk. Cause I made the review on it. Yeah.
Oh wow, Rage. Yes, another great album.
Very dope album.
Definitely.
Maybe my favorite album from them. This is actually the 20th anniversary remastered edition, known
Nice.
for songs like "Killing in the Name," "Bullet in the Head," "Fistful of Steel." Every time I want to get rebellious and shit, I play some of this shit right here.
Hmm. Oh
Get me
yeah.
amped up. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta talk about their stuff too.
Yeah.
Rod Digger. Wow, I never seen that. That's the promo copy
Uh, yeah. Promo
with the
copy.
logo and shit. I never
Yep.
seen that version. That was
Yeah.
a dope album too.
Very dope album. Very underrated.
Hmm.
Mind you, this was not supposed to have been her first album. She was supposed to have an album, I think, years before.
Hmm.
I heard it before. I need to hear it again and shit like that. But
Right.
yeah, this was a very solid album.
Dope.
Goddamn, you got Rampage.
Oh yes, classic album.
Yes,
I remember
very
when that
dope
came out.
album. Again, he had another album before this
Hmm.
one, which
Yep.
is very dope too. I don't know which. I kind of feel like both of them are both up to par with one another. I can't
Hmm.
pick between either or.
That's all. Both of them have Buster influence on it, so
Right.
you know.
Okay, I got a few more albums left.
Yeah, Dirty
Some
Guy. We gotta
good,
talk about that one.
some good, some bad, and some are just what the fuck.
Oh Lord. Ready for World. Wow.
Yes.
Classic,
Um,
classic album right there.
Very dope album. This was known for songs like "Love Me Down," "Love You Down,"
Hmm.
"Oh Sheila."
Yep.
A lot of people call "Ready for the World" a Minneapolis or Prince ripoff,
Hmm.
which having a song called "Oh Sheila" does not help. But I fuck with "Ready for the World," especially "Love You
Yeah,
Down."
they dope.
Yeah, especially the song was about cougars and shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, you know me and shit.
I don't care for Markel Riley going solo, but
Well, I never
within the
knew he went
group they were
solo.
great. Huh?
I never knew he went
Yeah, he
solo.
went solo. Like in the
Wow.
'90s. Yeah. He didn't make it.
Hence why I never heard of him. All right.
Oh wow, Roxanne. Damn.
Yeah, not Shantae.
Yes, the other one, UTFO.
Yes, the
You
real
don't know about
Roxanne.
her.
Um,
That's the cute one.
yeah, this I never actually heard this album before. This was kind of like a blind buy,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm definitely gonna peep this one day.
That's '80s rap right there.
Right.
So,
Got Otis Redding,
oh wow.
complete and unbelievable. The Otis Redding Dictionary of Soul, released in 1966. Very dope album. This was known for songs like "Try a Little Tenderness," "Love Have Mercy." I mean, "I'm Sick, Y'all." Very dope shit.
Hmm.
I need to get more of his albums. I'm slipping.
Good.
No DMX.
Yes, classic. One of my favorites that doesn't get mentioned.
Yeah, this one pretty much grew on me too. I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
Yeah, this was a very dope one.
I remember buying that and passing up on the Bobby Digi album.
I would have done the same thing.
I like the Bobby Digital album, the first one. I like that one.
I would have done the same
You
thing.
would have done the same thing.
I mean, I respect Bobby Digital more than I like it,
Hmm.
but now looking back, that's probably really the only RZA album I would ever have in my collection.
Right. Yo. Oh, what's the? I never saw that promo copy. That's dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Classic
get the
album.
CD because I'm gonna actually have the cover of this one. But
Yeah.
this was known for songs like "Everything Remains Raw," "Abandoned Ship," and my
Classic.
this is the clean version.
Wow.
Insert clean
Well,
joke.
they on the abandoned ship track they bleeped out like the cursing. I didn't understand that because he's
Yeah, they do
cursing
that
on
with
like some
certain
of the other
albums.
song, huh?
I think because of sample clearances too.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. That shit is fire. I love that album.
Then we're gonna get into ELE.
Yes,
Now,
his last classic.
yes, we recently talked about this album. I'm just gonna be say it's a bonafide classic,
Hmm.
and it definitely had a very dope sequel,
Yeah, definitely.
even though it has some bad singles though.
Yes, he picking the wrong singles from that album. I don't know why. Anarchy. Is that Anarchy?
Yes,
Okay. I think Anarchy. I think that the anniversary was yesterday for that.
yes, it was.
Yeah, that's a dope album too. That's a dope album. So I enjoyed that one. They didn't promote it a lot though.
They didn't because fucking people were so used to the apocalyptic theme.
Hmm.
I want to say that album came out in like early 2002.
Yeah, like 99, 2000 they came out.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
January or February of 2000.
that was a good album. Oh, Lionel Richie. Wow,
Yes,
I don't got that one.
the Black Album. Let me stop. Let me stop.
He said the Black Album.
Well, his most R&B sounding
His most
album.
yeah
I don't think I've done a review on this album. I've only done Dancing on the Ceiling. Yeah,
yeah we did that.
but this was a very dope album. I cannot stand Truly like that, but when he has Tell Me, Round and Round,
That was
I
dope.
mean, him and James Anthony Carmichael, like James Anthony Carmichael, very dope producer, man.
Right.
Gave some of the Commodores and Atlantic Stars some of their best shit.
Yeah, Anarchy was his last great album. Well, I don't know, cause Big Bang was good too. Yes, Dancing on the Ceiling.
Yeah,
Fucking with that.
I say ELE too, man. He came back strong.
Yeah, yes, that was a good comeback album. I don't like the singles he's picking though. Like you have 22 songs and he's picking all the wrong singles for the album.
Then we got this album.
Yes, one of my favorites, but it was too commercial,
I'm
way
not
too
gonna lie.
commercial for him.
When I first heard this album, I did not like it.
Mm,
But I think over the years it grew on me.
yeah,
Yes, it is too commercial, but I've appreciated this album more for what it is.
yeah,
Yes, he is trying to be like Michael on the cover, but
he was. Can't slow down is my favorite one though.
oh yes,
That's my favorite Lionel Richie album.
that's my favorite one too.
Yeah.
That had all the hits.
Oh yeah.
All right, these are the last home stretch.
Oh yes, Rihanna.
Oh yeah.
Greedy.
Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of this album.
That's Eric's woman. Where Eric at? I know he in here somewhere.
Oh yeah, Eric loves him some
He
young
he
man.
love him some Rihanna.
Yeah, man. I'm not the biggest fan of this one,
Mm,
but like I said, I got this for collector's purposes. 'Cause I never saw Rihanna on vinyl, so I was
yeah.
like, wow, why not?
Right.
This was known for songs like Umbrella,
Yes.
um, Shut Up and Drive,
Hmm.
Hate That I Love You. I mean, this was pretty much one of her albums that really put her out there,
Yep. Umbrella.
and she definitely had the right title to it. Good Girl Gone Bad, because this is like a transitional album.
Right. Well, that's what she said. She said like the clean stuff wasn't really her.
Yeah,
You know. Oh wow, Minnie Riperton.
yes.
Dope.
I am so happy about this one.
Yeah.
Because I remember I had this album back in 2015,
Hmm.
but I gave it away
Oh wow.
to pay a bill.
Right.
I recently got this album back. I want to say 2019 and shit.
Nice.
So fucking happy and feel
I
so.
like when you can when albums come back into your life, because we've all been there as collectors. Like there might have been an album that we don't have no more, that we gave away or we lost or whatever, and then they come back into our lives. I love that.
exactly. That's why, like, whenever it's an album I give away, I always write it on my list and shit like that.
Same, same. I have a list. I have a list of like albums that I don't have anymore that I need back.
Yeah. And even if I get the album back on CD too, it's still
Yeah,
cool.
right. CD or vinyl, as long as
Yeah.
you have it back.
All right, but yeah, this was a very dope album.
Yeah.
You know, Stevie Wonder produced his whole album, believe it or not.
Hmm.
He went by the moniker Scorpio Productions. One known for songs like "Loving You," "Perfect Angel," which that song itself is sentimental.
Yeah,
"Edge of a Dream," very dope album in my opinion, man.
definitely.
Like even the album cover itself
Oh
is
yeah, her rocking
it is
overalls and shit.
yes. Oof. I just get sad because music like that never really.
Right.
It's rare to find these days, man.
Oh yeah.
And unfortunately, I got her last album, Mini.
Nice.
Whew, this is a hard one to talk about, low key, but um, this was known for songs like Memory Lane, Lover and Friend, which again Stevie Wonder did that.
Right.
Um, I'm a Woman, her cover of Light My Fire,
Hmm.
which interesting story about that one.
Hmm.
She recorded the cover, and Jose Feliciano, who also did a very amazing cover of that song,
Right.
was in the studio and he surprised her by singing, and it actually was actually on tape too.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, very, very, very dope album and stuff like that. Definitely might do a breakdown one day.
Right.
Interesting, but okay. I think I mixed master this. This is the Smokey Robinson Warm Thoughts album.
Mm.
I have read there's smoke somewhere, but I hope I did not give that one away because I want to have my joint cruising. But
Right.
like you said, albums come back in your life once in a
Hmm.
while.
Yep.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder did a cover. Jackie Wilson did a cover of that one too.
Mm.
Um, Speaking of Stevie Wonder, he actually co-produced on this album too. I never actually heard this album.
Yeah, I didn't hear that one.
I heard a couple of joints, so I'm gonna peep this album
He
out.
rocked the mint coat and shit.
You saw what?
He rocking the mint coat.
Yes, that was his pimping era. You know when R&B singers have that pimping era
Right.
and shit like that. You know,
Al
Bobby
Reed,
Womack,
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin,
Yeah.
Smokey, when they were rocking fur coats and shit.
Oh man.
Being with you.
Yes.
This was a very dope album. I want to say this was actually his most successful album. I
Hmm.
could be wrong. This is known for the title track, which is a classic, classic joint right there. Ironically, Big Daddy Barry Gordy almost did not want this song to be released as a single, but Smokey said that it was going to be a hit, and it actually became one of his signature tracks.
Right.
Um, Can't Fight My Love, that was pretty good too. This was a pretty nice. If you love that early '80s R&B yacht rock in a weird way, then this is the nice album for you and shit like that. Very underrated.
Definitely.
All right, I got about one, two, three, four, five more albums left. Yeah, five more albums. Roger Troutman.
Oh wow.
Um, the saga continues. This came out in I want to say 80. I want to say 84. It gotta be, yeah, 84. I want to say. This one's an alright album. He did a cover of Wilson Pickett's Midnight Hour. Play a guitar. Um, pretty cool album. Actually, I could be wrong. This was his first album. I'm tripping. This came out in '81. I'm tripping. I want to say.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah. Pause. Rolling Stones Sticky Fingers. This came out in '71. This is actually my favorite cover. Not my favorite. My favorite album from them
Right.
and stuff like that. This was known for songs like Brown Sugar, which that actually caused controversy because they were talking about having sex with slaves on slave ships.
Oh my god. How was they able to come up with that?
Because they were white.
Of course.
Um, Wild Horses.
Mm.
Can You Hear Me Knocking? I mean, this was a very dope album from them. And yes, this is a motherfucker dick in the fucking album cover and shit. Pause.
Mick was erect on the album cover. Are you serious?
You said what?
Was Mick erect on the album cover?
You said what?
Was he erect on the album cover?
Do I don't want to know. I don't want to know shit. Now we're gonna get into another crazy album cover called "Some Girls," but this is actually one of my favorite Rolling Stones albums. This was like quote unquote their comeback album. This is known for like songs like "Miss You," "When the Whip Comes Down." They did a cover of "Just My Imagination." Very very dope album. This was came out when Keith Richards was almost went to prison
Right.
for heroin possession and shit. That's why he did a song "Before They Make Me Run."
Right. Oh
Yes,
yes. That's the only Rolling Stones album I've ever heard.
very dope album.
Yeah.
Probably my top three albums from them. This was like their last classic album. I want to say
Mm.
that.
Yeah.
Start, even though it was unreleased songs that they redid,
Mm.
it's still not. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Shit. Start Me Up,
Stop me.
Little TTNA. You know, Waiting on a Friend. I mean, a little trivia. The film they're Waiting on a Friend, the same place where they shot the Led Zeppelin Physical Graffiti
Mm.
cover and shit
Oh
too.
wow.
So yeah, man, very dope album. Love this album. To me, the second side with the ballads like Tops, No Use in Crying, that was when the album shined, man.
Yeah.
And the last album, Dirty Work,
Oh wow.
their quote unquote worst album, is actually a very good album in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Minus the album cover. Well, they if you have the original version,
Mm.
it's like they have all it was like an 80s cover and shit like that, but it's like an all red cover.
Right.
I want to say it's like a collector's edition, but I hated that Harlem song. They had this one song called Winning Ugly. I love that track.
Mm.
Back to Zero. This is when Mick and Keith Richards was kind of beefing with one another, and you can tell how angry Mick was around the emotional album and this album. With a lot of them motherfuckers hate those albums, but to me, those albums slap. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But this is the last album in my box, and I got about two more boxes left.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this is fun. I'm gonna stay up for maybe about a good 10 more minutes.
Okay.
I hate Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen.
He sucks.
I like some of his songs. I don't have any of his albums though.
To me, he is the most overrated rock artist in history.
Like if I'm at a store and if I saw Born in the USA for like $2, I would buy it. You know, cause just cause I never listened to any of his albums before.
And I respect him.
That don't mean it's good, but I'm curious enough to check out his music. So
So, this Wednesday, I don't know how I'm gonna. You're gonna have to help me with this Wednesday, man.
Wednesday, why? What happened? Oh, you don't like it? Well, I'm gonna listen to it. I haven't listened to too many. There's some Prince albums during the 2000s I listened to, but I haven't listened to like that one. So that's gonna be my first time listening to that one. Hopefully it's good. I'm not expecting great things from it, but you know, hopefully he surprises me.
Mm-hmm.
Reg is like, this is already trashed.
We'll talk about it. Well, this whole week we're gonna have to pre-record LL Cool J's Definition.
Right.
Yeah, Thursday night.
Okay. What's on Friday? We doing anything Friday?
Isn't Friday the?
No, but that's gonna be for Friday. We're not recording it on Friday though.
Oh well, no.
I want to drop it on Friday.
Okay.
Saturday, nothing's. What's Sunday?
I'm gonna pull up the list. Give me 1 second.
We have a schedule.
Yeah, like I said, some of the shit I already playing like days
Right,
before, but you know me,
right.
I like to keep you up to date sometimes. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. The dude that was in the E Street Band was part of the Sopranos.
yes,
Dude with the
Ricky,
rag on his head.
Ricky.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wednesday is the Prince Raven 2.
Okay.
That's going to be Wednesday. And of course Thursday we're going to pre-record LL Cool J. I don't have that.
Yes, the definition.
Um, Melbourne Moore is going to be the June 28th. That's going to be at 8 p.m.
That's next Monday.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, Metallica's Master Puppets is going to be. I don't have that list yet.
That's Monday also?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's one thing I forgot.
Mm.
Cool J Rap Boots of Evil is going to be next Thursday, July 1st,
Okay, that's gonna be live or taped.
live.
Okay.
And Scarface's Last of Dying Breed is next Wednesday. Well, this Wednesday. No, fuck it, next Wednesday
Okay.
with your homeboy Back to the
Oh
Lab.
yeah, about Dame with Dame. Okay, shout out to Dame.
Yeah, that's his name. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave. And that's it for right now.
All right. What
I
about
cannot wait to what?
there was some other ones you had mentioned to me also. You probably forgot.
No, I
Illinois
didn't forget.
Stacks.
I wrote everything down.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm 20 YO. That's I'm gonna ask Ashley when she's available for that one. That's still up
Okay.
in the air.
Cool.
Yeah.
The
And
Cozy
then
Rap discography, that'll probably be July, right?
yeah, Cool J Raps is July.
Okay.
That's gonna be after I finish the primo breakdown, and hopefully I'll have the
Primo
Zap
Battle.
and Hmm?
The Primo Battle.
That's Independence Day, July 4th.
Okay. Yeah, my list is done for that. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, don't forget the Quincy
The
Jones because we're
Quincy
gonna have
Jones
that
one I'm
in
still
there.
working on. The Primo one is done. The Quincy Jones one I'm still doing.
Okay,
The TV shows in tune battle. I finished that one.
okay, cool.
When is
Well,
that? That one's gonna be in July too, or a different day?
that one's gonna be after Gamble and Hub. I don't know when that one's gonna be yet.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Well, the list is finished for that one. Okay.
Yeah, but I am gonna have a very surprising discography breakdown after Fuji Rap. You guys are not gonna believe it.
Oh boy. Is it Elvis?
Hell no.
It's a surprise. I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's however you want to think of this artist.
Is it J Lo?
Okay, I said artist, not puppets.
I don't know. I don't know who could it be, yo. No one knew. I don't know who the hell it could be. Black Flag? No, he said somebody surprising. So
Black Flag is on the list because Sam
right.
wants
Sam
that.
Sam Sam wants all of them. He asked for Black Flag. He asked for Bad Brains. He asked for the Ramones. He asked for all of them.
Oh, I'm not gonna do Ramones. I'm not a fan of Ramones like that.
Everyone he asked for, we've done already.
But this artist is surprise. It's gonna be a surprise.
Oh boy. Is it a new artist or an older artist? Nicki Minaj?
He's. I'm gonna say he's modern.
Oh, he's modern. The Weeknd?
I'm gonna text it to you.
Okay. Oh Lord.
You know I'm full of surprises.
I know. That's what I'm afraid of. Is it Nelly? Oh God.
That might be a solo one. I don't want to put you through that.
Oh
One.
God, please don't.
I don't want to put you through that.
You're putting me through the Metallica ones as it is. So.
Well, this is the good Metallica. This is the good Metallica we're talking
This
about.
is good Metallica. What's bad Metallica?
You don't want to know.
Oh God.
You do not
Wow.
want to know.
So I guess bad Metallica is just me skipping over all the songs. And
Shit. You do not want to know.
Sam said I hate the Weeknd. Oh man.
Let me listen. I don't know how you feel about this.
Yeah, oh God. Nothing surprises me.
It's not Shaquille O'Neal because that one
It's
was.
not Shaq. Oh, you already said he was doing Shaq discography though.
That's
So
gonna be the
that's not a
fun one.
surprise. That wouldn't be much of a surprise if you said Shaq though. I'd be like, okay, it's never been done before, so
Yeah.
you know, Shaq is. I could tolerate Shaq. Some of his albums, you know. You hate the Weeknd. Weeknd is one of the best right now, Sam.
I just texted you.
Oh, Grace Jones. Okay. Oh, my bad. My bad. I forgot. Interesting. I've never heard none of her albums. Okay. Interesting. No, her as an
Damn.
actress. I didn't. I forgot it was a surprise. My bad.
You good? You good?
Shit. Now you got to come up with another surprise.
Yeah. Yeah. It's cool. I have 3 more surprises left.
Sam said, "I love Grace Jones."
I have 3 more surprises left. So it's all
Oh
good.
God. He said 3 more before the end of the year. That
I
could be
planned all of
on.
this shit ahead of time. Like
Right.
I'm even planning my Halloween costume right now.
Right. Wow.
I was like, damn.
I forgot it was a surprise. Grace Jones. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I definitely don't know none of her songs. I know one of her songs. My bad, because I know Patra did one of her songs for the second album, but I don't know none of her other stuff.
Shit. Um. Hmm.
Wow.
All right, I'm
Brittany
gonna stay on
Gomez.
220.
Was she? She was in that video.
She was in every video.
I don't remember her in that one. You hate the Weeknd, Sam. What's wrong with you? The Weeknd is great.
I know a lot of people don't like the
They
Weeknd.
don't like the Weeknd. What? Who do they listen to?
They say he's a Michael Jackson wannabe.
Oh God, he cannot dance like Michael. No. Great singer. He can't dance like Michael. Though.
I don't think anybody can dance like Michael.
No, he's one of a kind. Like, Weeknd is great for what he does. Right? To me, he's making as far as R&B and pop, he makes like the best albums. I don't think he has one whack album.
Yo, this Friday's gonna be dope. A lot of motherfuckers dropping shit.
Who's dropping shit on Friday?
I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on.
You're telling me.
As first of all, I'm Tyler the Creator. First of all,
Yeah, I heard about that one.
I'm gonna pull up the album. I'm like, y'all better make this a dope ass shit right here. Okay.
Sam.
Tyler the Creator, Call Me If You Get Lost.
Mm-hmm.
Ski Mask, The Slum God, Sin City,
Okay.
and they said Isaiah Rashad, The House is Burning is dropping.
Oh, Isaiah Rashad is dropping?
That's what they said
That's been
too.
a minute for him too.
Oh, bitch ass Doja Cat, but that's not important.
Oh, Doja Cat dropping something?
Yeah.
I've actually listened to Doja Cat first album.
Yeah, like I said, I've heard her first album.
Yeah.
I was planning on
She just
reviewing it.
remind me too much of Nicki though.
That's always the problem.
You know?
Planning on reviewing it, but I said fuck it.
She's fine though. I like her.
She's an ass.
Metallica Ride the Lightning on Master of Puppets.
Master.
Ray Sean said my favorite Weekend song is Pray For Me. Okay. Yeah.
Oh shit, they got no. Shit. Bro, I can't believe it's about to be July, yeah.
Right? It get going by fast.
Watch niggas get ready for Christmas early August.
Right? Before we blink our eye, it'll be Christmas all over again. Hopefully we're like fully COVID is fully gone by then.
Man, low key, after I graduate, I'm gonna go on vacation.
Right. My
I
favorite
was, I
Frank
was
Sinatra songs. I don't. I'm not a fan of Sinatra. I like. I know. I did it my way. That's the only Sinatra song I know.
shit.
Old Blue Eyes. I'm not a fan of him.
Sinatra was that nigga though.
Yeah. That's what I hear. The Rat Pack and all that.
He was the yeah. Him and Sammy was the right band.
Yeah. My grandfather was into his music and Sammy. So
He was a more of a cultural icon than Elvis.
right.
At least
Dog
he
Pound
did.
got a video for it, and it's called Re-Rolling. I haven't seen it. Is that the Dog
Yeah,
Pound
he's.
by themselves, or is that the CNN project they did?
I think that's the one by themselves.
Oh, I didn't know they were coming out with nothing new.
Come fly with me.
Strangers in the Night and My Way. Okay.
Yo, Sam, you know Frank Sinatra hated doing Strangers in the Night?
Why?
He said it was silly. So that's why, towards the end of the song, he started saying Scooby Dooby Doo. And ironically, that's how Hanna-Barbera got influenced by making Scooby Doo with the cartoon character, and the rest
Oh
is
wow.
history.
By Frank Sinatra song?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So if it wasn't for Frank Sinatra, we wouldn't have Scooby Doo.
Did he get any credit for the show?
That I don't know.
You all owe him that man some money.
It's kind of bold because it's funny because Jackie Gleason literally almost sued Hanna-Barbera too.
Right. For what?
Because you said who?
For what?
Because he felt like the Flintstones took a lot from the Honeymooners based on the characters and shit. But Jackie Gleason didn't want to be
Yeah.
known as a guy that took the Flintstones off the air.
I could see that, but it was set in like Stone Age times. I could see that.
Hell, you can say Homer Simpson was a direct ripoff from Fred Flintstone in a way.
Right.
It's all aside. There's Homer,
Mm-hmm.
Peter Griffin, all come from Fred Flintstone and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Better cartoon character, Scooby Doo or Shaggy.
Scooby.
Yo,
Scooby
Shaggy.
was the show. Like without Scooby, you don't have no show. Who wants to see a boring ass show with Shaggy?
All Shaggy gonna do is get high all day.
Shaggy was only good with Scooby and Scrappy. Like there's trouble they got into, all three of them. That was the show right there. Nobody was checking for Velma and Fred. I heard they doing a Velma spinoff. I don't know how true that is. You
That's
heard
true.
about that? Yeah, they should be doing like a Velma spinoff. Like, come on.
Favorite Tony Braxton album.
The first one. Oh, you love the Heat.
Yeah.
The first one for me, '93. Top five R&B albums of that year.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Babyface was in his bag on that.
Secrets was cool, but it was too Mariah Carey.
You think so?
Yeah.
I loved it though, man. You're
That's the
making
same
me
way I felt about Escape's Softest Place on Earth. They were trying to do Mariah Carey.
like Mariah Carey. Interesting. What about that versus Mariah and Tony?
Hmm.
Who wins that?
Mariah.
Mariah wins that?
Yeah.
Would it be an easy victory though?
No.
No. And
Because niggas sleep on Tony sometimes.
they do. Favorite Natalie Cole album? I don't have one.
The first one.
I don't have one. I might have like one or two of her albums on vinyl, but they're not like my favorites.
To me, like those first 2 or 3 albums was her at her bag.
Right. We talking about Rayshawn, Shaggy, and Scooby? They need to grow a backbone. You know they're cartoons, right?
Man, Shaggy too floppy to have a background.
Inseparable and unpredictable. I think unpredictable. I was supposed to send Reg a extra copy of Unpredictable.
I already got that. Already.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah.
Is it that one? The one with the black cover.
Yeah, I got that.
You got that one? Okay.
Yeah, I actually did not know. I was searching for some CDs, and my dad actually had that. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Okay. And there's another one I have on my first.
To me, that Inseparable album was flawless.
Mm-hmm. 70s,
70s,
Natalie, or 80s?
70s.
70s is always good. It's always the better in the 70s. In the 80s, they have to like kind of adapt to like the pop music, and you know it didn't always go well for all of them.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'm gonna end it off right here because I'm about to have to get ready to go to sleep for work in the morning.
All right.
But this has been a very, very, very dope review of Metallica's Master of the Puppets. I am ready for the Prince Rave album.
That should be fun.
Mm-hmm. Um, Also, thank y'all so much for everything, for watching, and for keeping all this shit. I will keep y'all updated. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all like this video. And I'm gonna definitely do a wrench this sometime tomorrow and shit like that. Just
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely do that shit. But other than that, I will see y'all later. Have a
All
good
right.
night, try.
You too.
Peace.
Peace.